Welcome everybody to a brand new spoiler-filled review of Venom.
Yay.
Here today we've got myself Jason, my son Josh, and of course Rick.
Hey guys.
Well guys, as usual when we come out and do reviews, we've walked literally out of the cinema.
Yep.
We've done our drive of shame back here to the studio. And we're ready, and we have not spoken about this, guys, at all with each other.
Silent.
The whole car ride is quiet.
It's super weird, let's be honest.
It is,
But we're here now, and we're ready to
weird.
get out obviously our thoughts on what we've seen of Venom. Now, Venom, we didn't get to see this opening weekend, unfortunately, because I was away. But we're in the second weekend, and guys, this movie is making money. Currently, it's grossed over $100 million in America, which is a bit of an interesting thing to point out because the critics, as this film, days before it came out, lambasted this film.
Yeah,
It's currently sitting at a lows 30s on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
But interesting enough, the audience reaction is opposite, with it sitting up around 89%. So this is a very divided film, no doubt about it.
Oh, it is.
So, but we're not here to talk about what the others thought. We're here to talk about what we thought. So, and I think what we're going to do is we're just going to first get out our initial reactions about the film, and then we'll dig right into it. So, Rick, I want you to start this one today. Your initial reactions of the movie Venom.
I was bored.
Whoa!
You're bored.
You
I
were
was
bored.
The first half of that movie, I was just bored.
Interesting.
I just did not feel as Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. I didn't think his performance was that good. As when he became Venom, but as Eddie Brock, he just did not do nothing for me. I was so bored that first half.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh.
To be honest, I'm kind of with Rick on this one.
Yep.
Being introduced to Eddie, I didn't care. Tom Hardy in this doesn't seem like any sort of reporter at all. As a matter of fact, he seems drunk the whole movie, to be honest. He's just he kind of reminded me a bit of Jim Carrey in some of his movies, where he's just throwing his arms around and shit like that for the movie.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, my thoughts were, I have real issues with the first hour of that movie. Massive issues. I don't know if it's boredom. I just think the film's a goddamn mess. I think it wants to be so many things, but can't land on one certain style of film that it wants to be. I don't know if Tom Hardy played a very quirky character as Eddie Brock, and I don't know if I mind that. I think the problems really lie in the script itself, and honestly, the fact that it takes an hour to get to Venom.
Yeah.
There were several times in the first half of that film where I could have gone, you could have started the film right here and cut out that last half an hour, and it wouldn't have mattered at all to the audience.
Yep.
The big problems of this are people like Michelle Williams. What the fuck was she doing in this film? I have no idea. She was so miscast, it was unbelievable.
There was no chemistry between them.
Absolutely none whatsoever. And you're supposed to buy into this love story.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, they go through that entire storyline. Yeah. Then it goes 6 months later. Couldn't we just started the film 6 months later?
Yep.
Why did we need all that other crap? Honestly, this film has significant problems, without doubt. Now, let's talk about, guys, the actual plot itself. Very simple plot, wasn't it? I mean, really, it is. It falls into that same trap a lot of these superhero films do, where they do the origin story. You've got to spend the first hour setting up. This is a character, you don't really need to do that.
No.
I mean, think about it, guys. I mean, like, the whole plot is what? Spaceship comes down. This Elon Musk type has got a spaceship in there.
That's right.
And they come back with all these symbiotes they found in space. Well, they're very vague on that stuff too.
Yeah.
They don't tell you exactly where their symbiotes come from.
Yeah, they were on a recon mission, and they come back and they find like an asteroid in space, and there's a bunch of life forms.
Wait, what? You got that from the film, or are you referencing comic books here?
No, I'm referencing the film. They say it in the movie.
Okay, well that kind of went past me, honestly.
You must have been bored then, Jason.
I don't know if I was bored. I just kept thinking to myself,
Zoned out.
guys, like, what are you doing here? You're wasting my time. You're really wasting my time. But yeah, I mean, overall, the plot, were you satisfied with the character's arc in the film? I mean, did you feel like, oh yeah, this is the beginning, middle, and end of this film?
It was all for me.
It
was all over.
felt to me. It felt a lot way too short. Like Venom was only in the movie for like maybe 30 to 40 minutes, and and plus Riot as well. Like he was in it for what maybe 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and I just
Yeah.
It was
What
one of
about
those
you for the
movies-
plot? Did the plot kind of grab you? I mean,
No.
were there any surprises in the movie for you?
Nothing.
It was telegraphed, wasn't it?
It was just... you knew, but...
I mean, you knew the main villain was going to merge with the symbiote. That was telegraphed a mile away. And certainly, I will say what I did like was the fact that as much as I cannot stand Michelle Williams in this film, at least they didn't go back into, he wins her back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm grasping here to find
You
positive
are.
things at this point. But the plot itself was extremely rudimentary and basic. For a film of this caliber, it should have been far more interesting. Like I said, this film doesn't know what it wants to be.
No.
It wants to be an R-rated film, but it doesn't quite do it.
That should have been where they gone.
Yeah,
they should have gone R-rated with it.
I think
Todd
a
McFarlane
lack
created
of
it.
gore
He
hurt
should
the
have
film.
done. I reckon
Yeah,
they
I
should have
don't
done it.
remember seeing one drop of blood on
No,
it.
and I think
and
that
they
hurt.
should
the
have
And
film.
done.
even
They
when
did.
Venom bites someone's head off, he
Yeah.
throws the body away. So
Yeah.
like you're biting through veins. There's going to be blood pissing
Nothing.
everywhere,
Good.
and he
They
just
should
throws the
have
body
done
away, and there was nothing.
So we know the plot is fairly simple. Basically, reporter goes against the guy who basically destroys his life.
Yeah.
He then gets sucked back in as a kind of a spy to go and find out what's going on there.
Yeah.
Merges with the symbiote. Finds out that the other symbiote are actually all fairly intelligent species who are actually warring with each other at this point. Or Venom decides he doesn't want to be
Yeah,
part of...
he says that Riot's a team leader, pretty
Yeah.
much, and then Venom's like, on my planet, I was kind of a loser like you. So
Yeah,
it's-
which
it's all that is.
I did
Yeah,
like that line. And
yeah.
we'll get into some of that positive thing.
Yeah.
But what does this smack of? Didn't we see a film just fucking recently where we had an alien who decided to not stay with the clan? I mean, for fuck's sake, this is the Predator all over again?
At least they didn't have
Oh,
a fucking kid.
oh, God.
They didn't have a little kid, mate.
And there was no Predator,
Yeah, there was no special needs.
and there was no
kid.
Predator Iron Man suit either.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was so basic. I was amazed how basic it was. But, you know, let's now move
I don't
on.
know how this is making money, this movie.
It's making big money. That's why I'm shocked.
I don't
I'm
see
shocked.
where that... Yeah.
I am shocked. I am actually shocked at the audience reaction that we're enjoying it so much. That's really surprising to me too. But let's talk about the characters, because I do think there are a couple of characters here that do save as much as they can the film in some ways. And that really is actually going to go down to Tom Hardy. It's not Tom Hardy's performance as Eddie Brock that's saving
No,
the film.
it's Venom.
Him and Venom together.
It's him
Yeah.
playing the Venom character.
Yeah.
And this is where the film really works, is the actual characterization of Venom himself.
Yeah.
Really good, really funny. He's maniacal. You really got a good sense of the relationship between the two. I thought they built that really well between Eddie Brock and the symbiote. You can actually... They did a great job of almost building a friendship and a kinship between both of them.
Yeah.
So I was able to buy into the fact that they would eventually stay together. So I like that. I thought they did a really good job of that, which I think you could oversee very easily. But I thought they did kind of really, really well. I like Jenny Slater. Jenny Slater played the scientist with the glasses and that. You've seen her in...
or something.
Yeah. You've seen her in shows like Parks and Rec and things like that. She's a very funny comedian.
Yeah.
But she worked quite well. I actually liked the new boyfriend of Michelle Williams.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't mind him. I thought, it was good to have a good doctor.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Having someone kind of help him without... Yeah, it kind of went against grain, because normally the new boyfriend is always
Is
a
a
dick.
massive
jealous and
asshole,
a
yeah.
dickhead.
There's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
a douchebag or
Yeah.
something. So they went against the grain that well. But really, yeah, the only thing that does save it is the relationship between the symbiote, Venom, and Eddie Brock for me.
Yep.
Besides that, every other character's
There's
forgettable.
not many other
which is
characters in the
awful.
movie,
Yeah, like-
actually.
You can probably count them on one hand,
Yeah,
couldn't you?
there's
You've
not
got
a
Eddie
large
Brock,
cast.
you've got Michelle Williams.
You got Carlton Drake.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Then
you've got Drake.
Then you've got the Doctor. I don't remember his name.
No,
And
and that's really it. Maybe the editor of the media place where he gets
Yeah.
fired
Who's
from?
in it for 10 minutes at the start of the movie?
Yeah. So it is a small, and I think that's what you guys are getting. It's a small film, isn't it?
It is.
It's a small film.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So, you guys agree with me? Were there any other characters to stand out, or you don't
No,
agree
it
with
was the
me?
villain. I did not like the villain at all, and considering how Riz Ahmed played Bodhi in Rogue One, and he was great in that, he was just a typical one. Like, oh yeah, I'm rich, I'm an asshole. It's just I didn't care about him at all.
Yeah, it is a film chock a block full of cliches and just standard Hollywood tropes in many ways. This is a hard film to kind of understand why people have gelled with this film so much.
Baffles me how.
I don't. I think people are going to see this hopefully for the film that they're not going to get. Because you go in thinking, we're going to get this Venom film, this is going to be really cool, but...
And for an hour of the movie, he's not even in it.
Really, this is like a pilot episode for a Netflix series. You know, because there are... Like I said, we don't need that first half an hour to an hour in the film. We don't need it.
Everything you see.
And it's almost like that's your first half of your pilot episode. But you just don't need it. You could have made a far more efficient film. So I think this film smacks of studio involvement. I think they've had a cut of this film.
I didn't think the music was
bad.
Yeah, I think they just went with Sony, went with people that they've got. You know, and the whole everything you see in the trailer is pretty much what you see in the action of Venom in it.
Well, one of the big scenes in it is him actually becoming Venom for the first time, which is all over the trailer.
Yeah.
So there was no surprise. There was no shit.
So the what was it? Maybe 3 times that we get to see Venom as a full character interacting with humans. Every one of those scenes was in the trailer.
So there was no
there was nothing there. And
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He looked fantastic. He looked great.
I thought the CG was pretty good.
And the CG was good and all that. But I just felt like it should have been a little bit more violent, like the comic.
It should have been an R-rated film.
I don't know why it wasn't.
By eating people, so...
Yeah, and they alluded to the fact that you could tell that they shot this film as an R-rated film. You may have missed there was a shot in one of the labs where one of the symbiotes had killed one of the human experiments.
Yeah.
And all you see is a table on its side, and you see all their stomach.
Yeah. Guts.
That's all that's left.
Yeah.
All their stomach. And you can tell, okay, they were going to do an R-rated.
Yeah,
but should have. Anyway.
But yeah, look, overall, guys, I mean, I don't know what else to really... I don't know what you guys will get out of this film, because I'm really trying to bring up more positive things about it, but this is not a lot. There frankly isn't a lot that I really enjoyed about this film. I think they did well to not associate Venom with Spider-Man in any way. I thought they did a great
in
job.
one scene right at the start.
At the start.
Like at the start, he says only one astronaut survives, and it's Jameson. Now in the comics, J. Jonah Jameson's son is an astronaut, and I think that is probably the only part in the movie that actually kind of connects the two together.
I think what I also meant too as a character, because as a character in the comic books, Venom still has Spider-Man designs.
Yeah, he got the spider on his chest and everything that.
But they still made him move not like that, more like a monster, which was good.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see him swing through the streets and things like
that
that.
would have been a bit weird. We've already seen that in Spider-Man 3, and that was... Let's not talk about Spider-Man 3.
But yeah, I mean, Tom Hardy's choices as a character, like I said, as Eddie Brock, it's jarring, isn't it? It is jarring in the beginning.
I think Josh was correct. It was like he was drunk the whole fucking time.
Yeah, like
it was
like the way he was talking. And the bit where you're there in the elevator, and then Jenny Slate's telling him how they found the aliens, and he was like, 18 and stuff like that. I was like, for real, dude? Are you actually doing that? Really?
That is a great point, because the comedy really misfired.
Yeah.
I know.
There was only one scene in the movie that I found funny, was when he goes into his the place where he used to work and is like, do the right thing, shithead. He writes it down and puts his phone there. Yeah. And then Venom's like, jump out the window and doesn't, and then says pussy. Yeah. That is the only moment in the whole movie that was funny at all.
That's the only moment in the film the audience even sniffed at.
Yeah.
There was no...
Now before we close this up and give our scores, let's also talk about obviously the after credit scenes.
Oh, okay.
Two after credit scenes in this film. Now the first one is very significant, I think. And unfortunately, they're setting up the film what this film should have been. And they've gone into, basically, he's gone to Alcatraz, I think, or an Alcatraz-like prison.
Somewhere in,
Yeah, and he's gone to meet a serial killer. Mm-hmm. And that serial killer, of course, Turns out to be Carnage.
Cletus Cassidy.
Cletus Cassidy, well done, Josh. Thank you for being the comic book nerd.
You're welcome.
And was surprisingly played by Woody Harrelson.
Harrelson.
With a
Which
fairly
we all-
significant wig.
Yeah, we all kind of. What the fuck?
But that's the film I thought this film was going to be. I thought it was going to be a Venom Carnage movie. They didn't deliver that, so we will get a sequel. There is no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
It's made enough money.
So there will be one.
So there will be one, so for sure. So that was that. They set up Carnage, and then the second after credits scene had absolutely nothing to do with this movie at all.
I was surprised.
And was basically, a 3-minute clip of the new Spider-Man
Universe
into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a bit of marketing opportunity.
That's
trying to
Sony.
cross-promote.
That's
Sony.
That's Sony.
Yeah.
That's
Promoting
Sony.
the game, promoting everything. So.
Well, Rick, I'm going to get you to start this off, mate. Out of 10, what do you give Venom?
I'm being very generous here. 5.5.
Whoa, 5.5. 5.5 is a pretty.
I was going to
pretty
go
low
5
score for you.
But then I'm like 5.5. Just that half.
What gave
because
you that extra
That
half?
extra half was just the look of Venom. I just thought he was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. But I was not impressed with this movie whatsoever.
Son.
I'm gonna give this movie a 4.
Whoa!
Dude!
Holy!
It's just
4 out of 10 is a low
honestly,
score, mate.
Venom is barely in this
Yeah.
movie. For the first hour, it's just Tom Hardy fumbling around being drunk the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, the only thing that saves this movie is the banter between Tom Hardy and Venom. That is it. Every other character in this movie is boring, and I really didn't give a shit. And with Riot in the movie, he didn't even really...
You didn't see what? Yeah.
I didn't really give a shit about Riot at all. Oh yeah, he's gonna go back and save everyone, and then Venom's like, no, I like it here, so they go and fight him, and fucking this movie's a piece of shit.
You're right about the motivations of why Venom decides to stage very convenient.
At one point, because through the movie they say that Venom's killing Tom Hardy, his heart's atrophying, his knees failing, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, don't listen to him, I can save you, which is obviously just him bullshitting so he can get to the next scene.
But Eddie's. Yeah.
And then
Eddie changed his
obviously
mind.
it's like, oh, Eddie, I'll let you change my mind, but why?
Yeah.
Just because you think he's funny and you like him as a person?
Yeah. Well, and now, obviously,
it's
me. What I think of the film, I think the film is absolutely a missed opportunity, and certainly there are some kernels in that film which, to me, handled in the right way, could be something really great. This film was not handled in the right way.
Piece of shit.
It is an absolute
Piece of shit,
mess.
Piece of shit.
It's not a great film, and certainly, mate, I'm going to split the difference between two. I'm going to go for a 4.5.
Oh, 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 out of 10, because it is a disaster.
Yeah.
And this movie is worse than any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films that's been out to date. I would even hasten to say, guys, that this may even be on Green Lantern level of entertainment.
Yeah, I agree with you there, actually.
It's a bad movie.
Yeah,
it's a really bad movie. So
Is it better than Fantastic Four? You know, when they
I will say the first half an hour of the 2015 Fantastic Four is better than the first half an hour of this film.
Yeah.
Because Fantastic Four suffers.
Because it starts
The first
off
half
good.
an hour of Fantastic Four is actually
yeah.
pretty good. So the rest of it falls off the cliff.
Yeah.
This movie is the disaster, guys. Did you like this movie? We will be shocked if you did.
Yeah,
but it's going to be
I'll be
really
very
important that
fucking
you
shocked.
talk to us about this. Because I have a bit of post-traumatic stress disorder right now after that experience.
I just wanna
So I'd
know-
love to hear from you guys on what you thought of this movie, Venom. And so would these guys. And Rick, how are these guys going to communicate with us?
Guys, all you need to do is give us a comment down below. Also hit that like button for the video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. We'd really, really appreciate that. And just follow us all on our social media sites. Easy and simple as that, guys. Appreciate it.
Great, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
See you
That movie was fucked.